Hello, dear students. I would like to welcome all dear students to our online class teaching. This is Social Studies, and we are in session 8, 5th B1 and B2. Okay, let us all continue the lesson number 4, which we have already started to learn. This is lesson number 4, major landforms, right? This is major landform, the title. In major landforms, what are the things we have seen? Mountains, right? And then if you turn the next page, we have also studied about importance of mountains, plateaus, the features of mountains, plateaus, the importance of plateaus, and then plain lowlands and their importance of the plain lands. And we also learned what is deserts, the features of deserts. Got it? Till deserts we have completed. Yes? Alright, this is the 4th lesson where we till completed till desert major landforms. Now in this class mainly we are going to discuss about rivers. That is also one of the major landforms of the earth. Okay, what's the meaning of river? River means a small departed flowing water place, okay, from oceans, from seas. Got it? Rivers, RIVERS, rivers. Rivers are natural channels that carry rainwater or water from melted ice and snow from mountain to plains. Usually rivers is our natural channels that carries what? It carries rainwater and also water from the melted ice. If you melt ice, what will come? Water will come. That also carried by the river, and snow also comes from the mountain to the plains. After melting, these things comes to the lakes and seas. Comes from rivers to lakes and seas. These channels starts as streams and join together to form a river. Streams, I have showed you how it looks, right? Flowing of water from mountain. This all join together to make what? Make river. Okay, from the place of origin to its mouth. What's the meaning of mouth? The place where a river joins the sea or a lake. Mouth means the place where river joins seas and lakes, that is called mouth. A river passes through the 3 stages. Now what is river we saw? How the river water carried away we saw. How the water forms in river, that I have showed you. Now there are 3 stages of rivers. Shall we see one by one? Now look at your book carefully. Students, 3 types are there. 3 stages. The first stage is called the upper or the young course. The upper or the young course means most rivers originate in the mountains. Most of the rivers originate means it created in the mountains naturally. And then here the speed of the river is very high. When the river's flows starts flowing from mountain, the speed means the way water flows, it's very high. The speed is very high. The river cuts a deep and narrow channel in the mountains. When it comes from the mountain, rivers having, some of the rivers do have deep means very deep inside the water. deep and narrow. Narrow means it is not straight like this. It is not straight. Narrow channel in the mountains. Got it? Some features of the upper course are canyons, waterfalls and rapids. What's the meaning of rapids? See here, the meaning is given. Rapids means part of a river where the water flows very fast over rocks. These are the three features of river: canyons, waterfalls and rapids. This is upper or the young course. Young course means where the river really originates. It starts from the mountains and the speed is very high, and river cuts also deep and narrow channel of the mountain. The features of the upper course are what? Three things: canyons, waterfalls, rapids. Now rapids. Next one, the middle or the mature course. The middle or the mature course. What are these? Let's see. The middle course of the river begins when it leaves the mountains and enters the plains. Now we saw upper course means where the river starts from the mountain, starts flowing, right? Middle course means river leaves the mountain. It leaves the mountain and start flowing as a river. Okay? It enters the plains. The mountain areas finished, it will start entering the plain lowlands. Here the value widens, means here the lowlands begins. Here the lowlands are more. At this stage, what will happen at this stage? Let's see. The speed of the water decreases. As I told you, in upper course, the speed is very high, whereas in middle course, the speed is decreasing. Decreasing means reduces. The speed is becoming low. The speed of the water becomes low as it reaches to the plain lands. Understand? And the river develops loops which are called meanders. River Ganga, for example, has a meandering course between Allahabad and Varanasi. Means this Ganga river flows for both the side and derives between Allahabad and Varanasi. So middle course means river leaves mountain and start flowing to the plain areas with a low speed, where we can see more widened valleys, more open places. Next, if you see the next one, lower or the old course. What's the meaning of it? The lower or the old course. In its lower course, the river joins a bigger water body such as a sea. Now, we have told you mountains. For your understanding, I am drawing mountain. From mountain, the water flows. Got it? This is upper course. And then the water leaves and comes to the, look at this picture. The water leaves the mountain and comes to the plain areas. Understand? This is middle course. In the lower course, what it means, this derived water from the mountain, it will flow and go to the place where the oceans, the seas are there. It will go and mixed with the seas. It will go to the seashore side. And then in this course, the speed of the river is very slow. As it reaches to the plain areas, the speed slowly decreases, and in the lower course the speed is very low. As it reaches to the sea, rivers reaches to the sea, the speed is very low. The river deposit the silt. This is very important. I will ask you, the river deposit dash, the river deposit silt, and then it carries near the mouth. The mouth means what, student? I told you, the place where river joins the sea or a lake. It carries to the lake and lake or sea. Which one carries? Silt. River carries silt, forming a triangle shape. Forming a triangle shape. This is triangle shape, that is called delta. Delta means the areas forming for water will be there, land will be there, and we get water for irrigation. So it is useful. All the ways the water is useful. The largest delta, one example is given in the book. The largest delta in the world is formed by the Ganga and the Brahmaputra rivers. In the world, the largest delta rivers, which are that Ganga and Brahmaputra rivers, before they join the Bay of Bengal. These two rivers join in which place? Bay of Bengal. This is the ocean, Bay of Bengal. Before they join this Bay of Bengal, they are the largest delta in the world. It is used for cultivation, irrigation, and so on. You can also find out some other rivers which are used for delta. Which are the largest delta rivers, you can find out. Now shall we revise? We are learning about one of the major landforms, rivers. Rivers are naturally formed from the mountains. Got it? How the water comes? It carries rainwater or water melted from the ice or the snow from the mountain to the plains, lakes and seas. These channels start streams and join together to form a river. After forming, there are three stages to come across: upper stage, middle stage, lower stage. Upper stage, the river start originating from the mountain. When it originates from mountain, when it flows from the mountain, the speed of the water is very high, okay, and it's very deep and narrow channels mountain. Some of the features are canyons, waterfalls, rapids. In middle course, the middle course water begins when it leaves the mountains and it start entering the plain areas where we can see wide places, the valley places. In the stage, what happens? The speed slowly decreases, and then which are called meanders, I have showed you. Ganga, for example, river Ganga has a mentoring course between Allahabad and Varanasi. In lower course, lower or the old course, what happens? In this course, the river joins bigger water body. What are the bigger water body? The seas and the oceans are called the bigger water bodies. In this course, the speed becomes very low and the river deposit what? Silt, and also it carries near to the mouth. Mouth means what? What's the meaning of mouth that I have told you? The place where a river joins to the sea or the lake, and it forms delta area which is using for cultivation, irrigation, used very useful for the people needs. And the largest delta in the world, what are that, students? Ganga and Brahmaputra rivers before they joined the Bay of Bengal. And you have to find out some other rivers which are joining in the delta regions. Rivers from Mandus in the middle course. These are the rivers joining in the middle course. This is the lesson that we are completing. Lesson number 4. Shall we revise now? The major landforms. Lesson number 4. The major landforms are mountains, plateaus, plains, deserts and rivers. This all form what? Major landforms. Okay students, this is our lesson today, and thank you so much for listening very carefully. I want you to learn, read this lesson and be very good students. Thank you all. Have a nice day.